Welcome back to CrimeDoor TV. I'm Sydney Schofield. A light in so many lives, 25-year-old Aubrey Dameron vanished back in March of 2019. Living in the outskirts of Grove, Oklahoma, part of the Cherokee Nation, she was very close with her friends and family. She said she was going to meet up with a friend. That was the last time she spoke to her family. Aubrey is transgender. We're grateful today to be joined by Aubrey's uncle, Christian Fencer, and her aunt, Pamela Smith. And I want to start by asking you both about your relationship with Aubrey. What was it like?
Do you want to start?
Sure. So Aubrey is my niece. I am her uncle. I am 6 months older than Aubrey. Up until her disappearance, we would speak every day to every other day, really just checking in on each other, seeing how each other was doing. We would talk about just like everyday things. There was never a time that we would have to have something in depth to talk about just to carry on a conversation. Aubrey was someone that I could just reach out to and tell about my day, and she would do the same and just be there for me any way that she could or knew how.
The last time I actually spoke to her was in November of 2018 after she came back from New Mexico. So, she always made sure to ask how everyone was doing, like my kids, if they weren't with me. She would always be sure to ask how they were doing, always give you a great big hug and a kiss on the cheek. And, that's just who she was. She loved life. She loved people.
Now, when you first found out she was missing, what was going through your mind?
Personally, for me, the minute I heard, I thought, okay, maybe, her mom and her got into an argument. Maybe she's taken stepped away for a minute. And then it went from that to the fear of a hate crime.
For me, from the beginning, it was fear of the unknown, and that fear just continues to be something that I carry with me every day.
I know you're both going through a lot. This is not an easy thing to talk about. What went into the decision to step up and be the spokesperson, the voice for Aubrey?
I don't think it was a decision. I think it was natural instinct. I mean, your loved one's missing and no one's being their voice. No one's searching for them. No one's inquiring about where they're at or anything. And so you're like, who else is going to do this but us? Even though we have a lot of unanswered questions, we still hold out hope and push forward, hoping that someday we receive the answers that we deserve and that we bring Aubrey home.
Now, do either of you wish that Aubrey's case was handled differently?
Absolutely. I think definitely her case could have been handled better. And, time is of the essence, as anybody with common sense knows when someone goes missing. Just like from the get-go, when Christian and I didn't find out until she was missing for a week. So I began calling, and my first initial contact with the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, who handled her case from the beginning, they dismissed her as, they was victim blaming. They said because of her lifestyle that she's missing, and gave me excuse after excuse for why they couldn't be searching for her. We don't have the manpower, we don't have the resources. And I did then told the captain that I was speaking to, who had her case, I said, I get it. I said, if it was one of your men, you would have God and everybody on earth searching for him. I was like, so because my niece is transgender, native, her life is worth searching for. And he said, that's not what I'm saying. I said, that's exactly what you're saying.
You've both been through so much with Aubrey disappearing. Do you have a message for the community based on what happened?
I would just like people to know that no matter how long your loved one's missing, it's okay to still have fresh reactions to everything that's going on around you whenever it comes to their case. We never stop searching. That's what I continue to tell myself, and that's what we continue to do. We just don't stop searching, regardless of how much time has passed by, what kind of who or what says whatever. We continue to search, and that's one thing that we won't do is we will never give up on searching for Aubrey. There will always be unanswered questions because there's always that question of why Aubrey, why our loved one, someone who was just a light in a lot of people's lives. How could you take that from this earth who gave you that right?
Thank you both so much for your time today.
You.
Thank you.